Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well on this fine Monday as the market seems to be putting in a pretty good bounce today. And I'm seeing in this nice sea of green over here in my watch list, I see Chainlink up 23.5% and being one of the main beneficiaries of this bounce. That's quite nice to see for Chainlink. Now the question is the bottom finally in? Has Chainlink finally found support? And could this bounce turn into a relief rally? And if it does, what are some areas we should be paying attention to in the short to mid term? So the first thing I like to do is I like to draw a bearish Fibonacci retracement, being that price action was fairly aggressively sold to the downside alongside the rest of the market, Bitcoin, etc. And I do like to take it from the wick. So I'll go ahead and take it from that wick there, and we'll draw it down to this wick right here. And now we can come up with some interesting areas to be paying attention to. And I see that Chainlink is attempting to take out one of those areas right now, and that is the 0.236, and that is coming in around the $24 mark at the time of recording. We're seeing this daily candle body actually get up above there, but it is finding a little bit of resistance here on the 200 simple moving average, where I have it drawn in white. You can see that right here as price has wicked up above it and is finding it as a little bit of resistance right now. And these moving averages, they do operate as support to the upside. So when you lose the moving averages to the downside, it's fair to view them as areas where some resistance can be found. So the SR flip, former support becoming future resistance, and we are seeing that a little bit right now. So what I'd like to see is Chainlink close up above that 200 would be nice, because that would be showing me a change of behavior on that 200, as you see this bounce right here coming in, and the wick couldn't even get up to that 200. But to get a daily candle body closure up above there would be showing me that perhaps it's not going to be serving as resistance, and maybe we can find it as support moving forward. Up above that, we do see the 200 EMA coming in around $27, but based on the behavior of these candles here, it really has been a bit of a nothing burger. Got shredded on this red lightsaber to the downside here, got shredded on this celery stick here, and then got shredded on this candle right here. So I'm not seeing anything here that's suggesting to me to be watching that as an area of resistance. I'll keep it on my radar as an area of interest, but as of right now, it really hasn't done much. So up above that is another key area that I'm going to be paying close attention to, and that's the 0.382, and that's coming in around $29.50. So getting a daily candle body closure above the 0.236 and the 200 simple moving average, I think would initiate a test of the 0.382 at the very least. So I'm going to set that in place as my short-term price prediction, if you will, to the upside. So $29.50 if this bounce turns into a bit of a relief rally. If we start seeing signs of weakness in and around that area, then perhaps Chainlink wants to roll and maybe come back down and find support off some of these moving averages. But we can only assess price action as it gets there and as new data reveals itself to us. Now to the downside, if we see a staunch rejection here from the 200 simple and see that 236 taken out, then likely that could initiate another test to the downside. And the first area I'll be watching is the blue 377 here, and that is coming in around $20.53. And I don't view that as the probable scenario right now. It looks to me that that the selling could be done for the short term, at least, that we're likely to see a bounce turn into a bit of a relief rally. But of course, I like to set conditions in place that if I see certain behavior happen on the charts, that at least I'm not caught off guard and I can have some kind of actionable plan to the downside. And that especially serves me quite well in the sphere of trading. And I do have a trading position for Chainlink, although I view this as a good project and a good long-term hold over the next 5 to 10 years. I do have a trading position for Chainlink, and I do that over on Phemex. And by the way, if any of you out there are experienced traders and you're looking to trade on Phemex, they are offering up to a $2,000 welcoming bonus if you use the link in the pinned comments down below. So feel free to use that if you're going to be trading there anyways. But anyhow, that would be my condition to the downside. Let's check out some of the momentum oscillators here. We see that the RSI is looking to try to get out of the bearish control zone, so that would be nice to see. And of course, we do see a fairly negatively sloped EMA here. So we're going to want to see the RSI get out of the bearish control zone and above that EMA. It would be a positive sign to see that as price action looks to engulf yesterday's candle here and move to the upside. Down below in the stochastics, we're not seeing any fresh crosses to the upside just yet, but likely we'll get that if this price action continues. Down below in the MACD, we are seeing a loss of negative momentum here, but we're not seeing anything actionable at this point in time, as the moving averages are still pretty aggressively sloped to the downside. But it is nice to see that the sellers might be getting a little bit exhausted at this point in time. So those are going to be the short-term areas that I pay attention to. If price action starts to take out that 0 spot 382, then perhaps we can put the 0 spot 5 on our radar, coming in at $33.99. So we'll round it up to 34 bucks. Of course, this is just moving in lockstep with the rest of the market. At the very least, the market is playing out a pretty nasty correction. We're seeing a lot of daily downtrends shaping up on a lot of charts, but we haven't seen a weekly downtrend instigated just yet, at least for Bitcoin. So macro uptrend is still intact, even if the market wants to grind out the lows over the next 2 to 3 months. Would not surprise me if it does that. If Bitcoin starts dropping through, the $32,000, $30,000 region, then that could be instigating a weekly downtrend, and that's when we can start talking about a macro bear market. And of course, if that happens, it's likely going to drag the alt sector with it, including Chainlink. And I've been doing regular Bitcoin price action updates on this channel, keeping a close eye on it, because it's no secret that Bitcoin's had a lot of stigma attached to it recently, has been dumping, so it's a good idea to keep it on our radar. So feel free to check out that analysis that came out before this one here. Anyhow, hope you guys are having a good day out there. It's nice to see, look at that, Chainlink is now bounced up to 25.5% here, and it's continuing to the upside. So far looking good. It looks like this bounce could very much turn into a bit of a relief rally, and who knows, maybe the bottom has been stuck in, and perhaps it even V-bottoms out of here, but I'm not really looking for that. At the very least, it's likely going to grind out this area and take its time to the upside, but we don't have a crystal ball, so we'll just see as Chainlink takes things out level by level. We'll just keep track of it along the way. Anyhow, thanks so much for coming by and checking out this video. Looking forward to seeing the next one. Take care.